Lauren Fleshman is an icon and a role model to many aspiring athletes out there. Even though she faced many hurdles along the way that prevented her from competing in the Olympics, her role in the sport cannot be underestimated. She has become the voice of the voiceless and keeps advocating for equity in sports. Want to know more about this champion distance runner who stands strong for women's rights in sports? Well, watch this video until the end to find out. Now, let's get started with the video. Lauren Fleshman was born to a humble family in California. Her parents, a Hollywood prop maker and a stay-at-home mother, didn't even attend college. However, Lauren Fleshman was focused and wanted to make it to the university, but her passion was in athletics. She just loved running, and from her own view, running provided her with freedom. And even at a young age, she could just give herself some running challenges and accomplish them. She attended Canyon High School in the Los Angeles suburb of Santa Clarita, where she joined the athletic team. And growing up in 90s woman power, Fleshman was led to believe that she could do literally anything a man can do, and in fact, much better. This made her work hard just to remain at the top of athletics. In fact, she was the best overall performing athlete in her school. But when puberty hit, she could not keep up with the pace, and soon she was overtaken by her male colleagues at the school. It was at this point that she realized just how disadvantaged female athletes are and how gender puts apart men and women in the world of sports. But this did not stop her. She continued competing, leaving a mark as one of the best high school runners from California in the late 90s. Upon graduating from Canyon High School, Fleshman wanted to study at Stanford University because she knew the university was good in matters of athletics. However, she was unlucky because when she applied for entry, the university's coveted athletic scholarships were already gone. She was forced to take up menial jobs at the university, including checking IDs at the gym until 1 a.m. and sweeping cafeteria kitchens after dinner, among others, just to help pay for her tuition. Eventually, her zeal saw her earning the scholarship she had initially been denied, and graduated in 2003 with a bachelor's degree in human biology and a concentration in women's health and athletic performance. Her collegiate career at Stanford was impressive. She competed in various categories in the middle and long distance events ranging from 1,500 meters to 5,000 meters, and even tested her feet in the marathon. However, despite trying her hands on several track events, her favorite one was the 5,000 meters. Fleshman displayed incredible performance in the 5,000 meters, winning national championships with incredible time. It's no wonder at the end of her collegiate career, she was already an All-American 15 times over 12 straight seasons. She is also a 5-time NC double a champion. But that's not all. Fleshman equally won consecutive NC double and outdoor national titles in the 5,000 meters in 2001, 2002, and 2003. Besides the 5,000 meters, she also excelled in other middle and long distance events. For instance, in 2001 she emerged as the Pac-10 cross-country champion. In 2002, Fleshman won the NC double at indoors 3,000 meters and was Pac-10 runner-up 3 times in the 1,500 meters. She went ahead to finish in the top 5 at the NC double, a cross-country championship, 3 times. Fleshman decided to extend her collegiate career by enrolling for a Master of Arts in Education with a specialty in Social Sciences in Education from the same university where she graduated in 2004. After graduating from Stanford, Fleshman was lucky to be signed by Nike as a professional track and field athlete. This provided her with a platform to excel at what she enjoyed doing, running. Under the Nike sponsorship, she joined the Oregon Track Club Elite, where she has managed to record tremendous accomplishments on the track. She continued her dominance in the 5,000 meters, finishing second in the 2005 U.S. National Championships behind Shalane Flanagan. The following year, in 2006, Fleshman was all determined to take home a gold medal in the 5,000 meters event. And sure enough, her focus and determination that year enabled her to win her first ever national championships with a shocking time of 15:12:37. A feat she repeated in 2010 with a time of 15:24:06. This made her the US 5,000 meters champion for the years 2006 and 2010. Her first time participating in the marathon as a professional athlete was in 2011 in New York City, and she managed to finish in 12th place, setting a personal best time of 2:37:23. In the same year, Fleshman participated in the 5,000-meter final of the 2011 AAF World Championships, where she finished in the 7th place. Though she didn't win, her performance at the time was the highest ever finish by an American woman in the event. But for all the period Fleshman had been with Nike, she was not in sync with her sponsor's terms of service. She thought Nike was not recognizing her efforts, and it favored male athletes more than female. In fact, at one point she questioned Nike's executive why male athletes were featured prominently in marketing materials, whereas marketing materials directed at women featured fashion models. She wondered what her role was in the company. However, the executive still did not provide a good answer to her. And so in 2012, she decided to quit Nike and joined Oizel, a Seattle-based athletic wear company that promotes and supports female athletes. This time around, her active participation in the track and field events was reduced as she was assigned the role of brand strategy advisor at the Oizel. But at least she received peace of mind at Oizel, considering that the company would go ahead to become the first to say that winning shouldn't be the only measure of athletic success. Realizing her life was much better off the fields, and with the desire to focus on other aspects of her life, Fleshman decided to retire from professional running in July 2016 at the age of 34. She would later be termed by leading media organizations like New York Times as most likely being the best American distance runner never to make an Olympic team. But I know you're probably wondering why Fleshman never made it to the championships, despite having been an elite runner and 2 times national champion, right? Well, according to her, her struggle with trying to overcome puberty challenges is what cost her all the great things she aspired in the world of athletics. She would try her level best to achieve the light race weight by avoiding some meals. She prayed so hard to have small breasts and small hips to help her compete well in a sport that she thought favored men more than women. But as it seems, her restriction to a certain diet eventually took a toll on her health and her bones became very weak. As a result, she was prone to more injuries that ended up costing her a spot on the Olympics team in 2004 and 2008. In fact, the 2008 injury was the worst of all. It was during the 2008 Olympic trials window, and Fleshman was back in the fields intending to log the fastest 5,000 meters time in the nation. Sadly, she encountered an ankle injury that not only limited her training, but also cost her a place on the United States team. The injury was so serious that she ended up in a wheelchair. It was at this moment that her perspective on the sport changed. She realized that continuing to chase for Olympic gains for motivation may be the worst goal any athlete can choose. And she immediately redefined herself by taking the unusual step of pursuing interests related to the sport but not integral to the performance. She would then become active online by talking about things that she worried about on her Ask Lauren Fleshman blog. On the blog, she talks about athlete pay, doping, and eating disorder. She also uses the platform to advocate for women's rights in athletics. This was a decision that led her on the path to activism. Even though this helped her to connect with her fans, it didn't sound well with many people, especially the executives in the athletic world, who blamed her for playing double standards. And now in her newly released memoir, Good for a Girl, a woman running in a man's world, Fleshman documents her running career, giving critique and analysis of how professional sport treats female athletes. Fleshman, who now lives and coaches in Oregon, is married to fellow Stanford graduate and professional triathlete Jesse Thomas, and together they have 2 children, son Jude and daughter Zeddy. Together with her family, Fleshman co-founded the Pinky Bar's energy bar company, which she sold later in 2021 for a cool $12 million. So there you have it, guys. As you can see, Lauren Fleshman has played a significant role in the athletic world, and she continues to impact lives through her critiques. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like and remember to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching.